Minute with Stoney
1, 2, 3.
Stone. Here we go.
Welcome back, motherfuckers! Back from the other side of the world, Eric Timehatter to bring you up to production level of this podcast. You're welcome. Stoney, to camera 3. Wide shot. Perfect. Hey, buddy. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in like 3 weeks.
Yep.
It's been a fun trip to Italy and not being on this side of the globe, which is really hot and humid there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Florida?
Yeah.
It felt like Florida.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, so hot. So hot.
Yeah,
I
I
hate
hate
it.
fishing for
I mean, there was some good fishing in Italy too, because we hit some sheet shacks like on the like coast and then some lakes that are like our fishermen hit this up today,
Nice.
and it was some good fishing out there.
Nice.
Oh man, in Lake Maggiore, so they had like shuttle taxis. There's this palace on this island, actual palace.
Okay.
Royalty lives there couple weeks per year. But then when they're, all year round, it's just a museum and it's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's going to be on Stoney's photography Facebook page. But the boats came up like on the shore just.
How's that again?
They didn't even have the metal shielding or nothing. It was just straight wood on the cobblestone. Oh, it was so bad. So bad. And I'm like, I'm around too many fishermen. Like, one side was like beach level at least, but the other side, like, straight caught, like, because they're Roman and Italian, like, nice slatted stone, like slope up into like you can get off onto this nice plateau, but it means the boat goes. Oh my god!
I've never had my boat do that.
I know too many like boat owners that would never just beach their boat like that, like.
No.
And these guys are doing it every single day, multiple times a day, like. Apparently their boats are to like go with it, but I'm like, that's just a wood bottom.
Yeah.
How is that wood bottom like?
They're sanding it. They're sanding the barnacles off every time.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, Italy was amazing. The traffic there. Oh my god, the traffic there. Awesome. I wasn't even driving. I was just on a bus, and all driving responsibilities to the bus driver. God bless him, because driving in Italy gave me PTSD. Not even actually driving in Italy. If Stoney sent me there for 2 weeks with the rental car, I could have content for driving with Stoney Stone for a year.
Yeah.
That's, oh my god, like. How I didn't see so many people just fucking die on like an every 10-minute interval is beyond me. And the Vespa drivers, oh my god, a couple of them, I'm going to just elbow. If I put my elbow up like this, and if you hit it, that's on you, right? Just to like, I wanted to hit a Vespa driver. I just wanted to hit a Vespa driver. That's all I'm saying. There's so many Vespas, just streets. Like, imagine going to like 16th and G Street in Sacramento, or 18th and G Street in Sacramento, and the whole block is just Vespas. Vespas just like just all that. No cars. That just. Vespas for blocks and blocks and blocks of downtown. That was Italy. That was Rome.
Couldn't do it.
It was a sight to see.
Did you ride a Vespa?
No.
Why not?
That wasn't part of my excursions.
Oh.
I rode a bus. But
You
like I
should've-
said, the
you
bus
should've
driver,
got a
I'm like,
freaking vest, but I've got a pink helmet and ride around town.
I mean, if someone else wanted to pay for it at that point, sure.
You should
But
have called me. I would have paid.
I paid a lot of money for this trip already, and it wasn't included in that package. Not to say that I wouldn't have done it, but that wasn't part of the package I paid for.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Are we done?
We're done.
We don't have to listen to.
We're not listening
Eric
anymore. We're gonna put you
Okay.
back in the producer chair.
Watch the magic happen, everybody.
What?
Here it goes.
All right.
Here it goes. There it is.
It's a minute with Stoney Stone. We have our guest trying to call in. Is that it now? Is that him?
That's a Samsung something.
That's probably him right there. Sweet. Well, it is Monday.
Monday.
A minute with Stoney Stone, and we got a full agenda. We got my producer Eric talking about his trip to Italy, and we got through that, and it sounds like he had a blast, and gonna have a lot of photos coming up on Stoney's photography website and Tam Hatter Productions website, or Facebook site, or whatever you want to call it.
Say both of those again.
I don't even want to say
Because you didn't.
Time
Not
Hatter.
only did you mispronounce mine, you mispronounced your own.
I have given up the safety meetings, but I substituted it with something else, and apparently
It's
Eric
working.
got here at 3 o'clock, so it's been a busy afternoon. We have a great guest tonight, Nate from Big Nate's Sport Fishing, great guide. We're going to talk to him a little bit tonight. I think he got dialed in and figured out. It took a minute with Stoney Stone.
Yep.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my trip to the Feather River this weekend.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about Mayhew's Makers.
Yes.
And we're going to show you a little bit of a product. And we launched that on oldfartsfishing.com. So go there. You'll see a little bio of what's going on and some of the things we have working with Mayhew Makers. And let's just dive into it. So, Nate, you figured out how to get in. You on the line? You got to unmute him. And you'll see a little request to unmute. So as soon as you hit accept, you'll be live with us. And
I mean, that might not be him. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Is that Nate? I know his face. Let's
I
see.
think it's me.
Oh, there you are. What's up, buddy?
Is.
Oh,
There we go.
I know that face.
There we go. I'm in.
Took a little minute. You know, these guys are fishermen. They're not tech people. It takes a minute, but hey, he figured it out. That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Very awesome.
What's happening, fellas? How's everyone doing?
Oh
Good,
man,
good.
it's been great. We've been fishing on the Feather River, trying to catch some of those salmon, and I should say trying.
Yeah.
We have been unsuccessful at getting those salmon, but we want to hear about you, Nate. What's going on with you? Where are you fishing? What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, fishing's been fantastic for us. We're out on Lake Berryessa right now, chasing kokanee, king salmon, Eagle Lake strain trout. It's been great for the past, this whole year has been fantastic. I think, we've had limits every day this year besides like 7. So
Awesome.
it's been really, really phenomenal fishing. So, I mean, I'm booked out through September. I'm pretty happy. Definitely feel blessed, and fishing's been great.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I've been watching your stuff, and you're working a lot with Catch America right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Catch America, it's actually a really good deal that they've set up. They have a handful of us guys from Northern California, even some guys out in Southern California. Now we've got some guys out in Montana and whatnot. And the whole idea of Catch America is to create like guide inspired packages. So to kind of wipe out, everyone having to get 20 different colors of this lure, 20 different colors of that lure. We kind of just break it down. We make it real simple. This is the 5 patterns that we're using right now. A couple of dodgers, couple of spoons, whatever it may be, depending on what you're fishing for and what guide is creating a package. And that's what we come up with. We've developed some scents. We've developed our own, sort of lure lines on some of them. And it's just been phenomenal, not only for us guides, but also it seems like for people actually looking to purchase the right products and go out there and be successful on their own.
Sounds good. I need to get some time. I'll get with you offline. You said you're booked till into
September.
September, what have you.
Yeah, I think I only have about 4 days left in September. Then we're going to be looking at October.
Well, I need to connect with you to figure out when you got one of those not full boats where you got an open seat, so I can come out and do some filming and do some promotion and get you, part of the Old Farts Fishing, just videos that we do. We love supporting local small business, which you are, and the guide community, and we make a lot of videos, and we'd love to get on your boat and do something with you. So that'd be awesome.
I'd love that. I'd love that. Once we're done here with the Zoom, I'll look and I'll shoot you some dates, and we'll get some on the books and get you out. I think that'd be a good time. I'd like to be a part of that for sure.
Yeah, so the only thing that I know about Lake Berryessa, I don't fish a lot of that, but I'm huge into catfishing, and I did a catfish tournament out there a few years ago that we called the California State Championship, which was kind of funny because it's like I had to pick a name for a catfish tournament, and it's like, why not call it a championship? I mean, nobody else had a tournament called a championship, so I went out the gate, called it the California State Championship, and it was an invitational. So we invited, it was like 10 teams, and funny a lot of people got upset because they were eliminated from it because we just invited people, right? And it was all about whoever paid the money, we let them in. And the reason why I did an invitational was I never did a tournament. I had no idea what I was doing. So for me, it was a way to control the numbers. It's like, hey, let's make it an invitational. It was all a marketing scheme to say, make it the biggest thing. And never fished Lake Berryessa. And it was a blast. It was so much fun putting on a tournament. It was so much fun. I said, I'm never doing it again. I mean, there's so much that goes on with putting on a tournament that I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to support tournaments, but I'm never going to run a tournament again. Yeah. It's a lot of work. But Lake Berryessa is amazing. A lake from all kinds of fish, from catfish to, like I said, kokanee, trout, salmon, landlocked salmon. There's just so much to do out there.
The only thing that we really don't have is a brown trout population. Other than that, we have all the cold water species, all the warm water species, and you're talking about catfish, dude. There's some amazing catfish in Berryessa. It's huge, and they're not targeted. They're not targeted like at all. I mean, I know maybe 3 people that go out and actually fish for catfish, and that's not even on a regular basis. We're fishing for catfish. I'd probably say up until about 2.5 months ago. We were offering, if people want to, try and fish for catfish while we're processing fish out there, taking photos, whatever, we'd drop lines in, and we didn't catch many catfish under 10 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
I think I probably caught 5 under 10 pounds my whole life of fishing out there, and that's 40 years of being on the water. They're incredible size to the catfish, and I think it'd be super cool, to go out there and put a spotlight on it. Maybe, if when you do come out, maybe we'll go out and we'll target some catfish, man. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be a blast. We run a thing at Clear Lake called the Catfish Bash, and it's 6 tournaments a year, and it's so much fun. A huge catfish. And it would be cool to see you come out there and enter, one of those tournaments. We have guys that show up every once in a while, but it's a one day. I like to call dash for the cash. It could be some pretty big money, and it's fun. It's fun catching those big old catfish.
Oh, without a doubt, and I've never done the style that you guys fish for them. Out there kind of trolling for catfish.
Yeah.
What I do out at Berryessa. I don't use weights either. We just kind of, we'll just suspend chicken liver, squid above where we're marking catfish. I mean, you pull up in some of these coves and it looks like sturgeon on your screen, but they're cats, and you drop it down and you see them come right up off the bottom and just smoke it, and we just open the bail, let them run for a minute with circle hooks, and we just reel into them just so so they don't swallow the hook. I've never kept one. We always just release them and let them go. But I'd love to go out there and give that whole trolling a shot. I've seen videos, I've watched some of your guys' stuff. It looks pretty amazing out there on Clear Lake. That looks like a good time.
Yeah, you set me up with a trip with you, and we're gonna target some catfish. I'll bring the gear. I'll bring the snag 'em and bag 'em, leaders and stuff we use, the hook 'em big rods, and we'll tear them
You
up.
might
I
have to
don't,
bring me as
I'm
well.
I'm game.
we might,
You don't.
I've never fished grass. So I've never
we might
fished
just
grass.
have to book a trip. I get you and Anthony and pull a few of the old farts, and we'll just pay for a trip and you go out there and make a badass video and have a good
Hey,
time.
you don't have to twist my arm, man. I'm all in. I'm all in. That's for sure.
Yeah,
It'd be fun.
so Nate, if we want to book a trip with you, how do we do that? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
No, I'm still old school. I like communicating, still talking to people. Instead of doing like the whole online thing. Not to mention, I'm not really electronically inclined, if you will. I'm good enough with the cell phone to make a Facebook post, and that's about it. So I still I can text and I can talk on the phone. I'm so old school. Just give me a call, and I'll send over a picture of my calendar, and we'll figure out a date and get something on the books. That's the way I am.
And what is
I
that?
have my daughters. For anything else, I have my daughters and my wife take care of everything else for me.
Hey man, that's why you're a great fisherman. You spend your time fishing and not all this technical stuff. And what is that number we can call to get a hold of you?
It says 916-860-9180.
Sweet, and that'll be right on the screen when I do the post production. You follow this on YouTube at oldfartsfishing.com. And it's our YouTube channel. You'll see this podcast, and Nate's number will be right there. And make sure you follow this guy on Facebook. They're always posting, with Catch America and his own page. There's a lot of great stuff going on. Nate, if you want us to
Name, website, any other phone numbers, same phone number again.
yeah, phone number. What's your
Just
phone
call
number
it
again?
out.
Yep. The phone number again is 916-860-9180. I'm on all the social media platforms at Big Nate Sky Service on Facebook, on Instagram. Also, I have a website. I don't know anything about it. I've only been on it like 3 times.
Hey, the daughters know something about it. I'm helping out.
Hey, my wife put it together. My daughters update it for me. It's funny. I'm actually out of my daughter's soccer practice right now.
That's awesome.
I go from the lake to soccer to flag football to home, eat dinner, and go to bed. That's pretty much my life 4 or 5 days a week. So
Sounds like you live
I
in the
definitely don't
dream.
have time to mess with a website.
No, it takes a village. I'm telling people, it takes a village to do all this stuff and all of, I'm an old fart and we're trying to figure out the social media stuff. And, I'm kind of at that age where I'm too young to be old and too old to be young. I'm kind of lost in like, am I a millennial? Am I a Gen Xer? And, I kind of play in both worlds, but yeah, in my own mind, I'm still young.
No, you're definitely not a millennial. Come on now.
Oh man, Eric's.
There's an Eric here. This is Eric in general.
Nate, we appreciate you taking your time to come on our podcast. It's growing. We're getting a lot of followers. Again, I like to get guides on. I like to promote their business. It's kind of funny. We're on the Feather River this weekend, and I was just shocked with how many people are like, "Hey, Old Farts Fishing, we watch your YouTube, we watch this, we watch that," and it's just kind of we are reaching the community. We're getting out there and doing our thing, and the more we can support other guides out there and get the word out to hopefully reach people that are going to call and book you. That's awesome. So
Oh no, and I appreciate you guys reaching out to me, and thank you for having me on the podcast. And anytime you have a spot for me, I'm always in. That's for sure. So
anytime
no,
you got
I appreciate you guys.
anytime you got something going on, it's just an open invitation. We always make room for people. Either, hey man, I got something going on, or you got something to say. We'll make time. Just
Right on.
and say, look, I got something to say.
Yep.
Well, I
hey,
appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, I know you're busy. You got your daughter's, practice going on. I don't want to cut too much of your time. You're more than welcome to listen to our BS that goes on and the craziness that happens on this podcast. Or you can drop either way. It's all good.
I'm probably gonna drop so I don't hear about it. Me not paying any attention to my kids' practice. So
No,
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys having me on, and we'll be in touch. I'll definitely send over a picture of that calendar.
Sweet buddy. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and we'll talk to you soon.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Yep. All right. So Big Nate with Big Nate's Guide Service.
I never fished there yet.
You know, I met this guy at the ISE show this year, face to face, and great guy. I just haven't had opportunity to go fishing with him.
Right.
And there's so many people I want to go fishing with.
Yeah.
And it's just, you
There's
know,
not enough time.
it's not enough time. You know, I can go every day.
Yep.
So there's that. This weekend, Anthony and I went to the Feather River. We did some salmon fishing. And I would say we did some salmon fishing, not a lot of salmon catching.
Yeah. But you did hook up.
We
Or
did.
Anthony did.
Anthony got the catch of the day.
Yeah.
So it's a little story. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you know, at Stony Stone or Old Fires Fishing, he got the catch of the day. We were sitting there trolling these Kevin Brock little spinners, little blue spinners, and we were trolling those, and all of a sudden his rod is just down. I'm like, oh! I'm like, he got so excited. Like, I wish I had a camera running when that happened. He was like, oh, I got a fish on, fish on. He jumps up. He's fighting this thing, and it's like, but there was no head shake. There was no like, but it wasn't like a snag because it actually, he could pull it. It wasn't like we were stuck. And so he fought for a good 5-10 minutes, and it was the biggest lawn chair I ever saw. Oh my God, it was so funny. We pulled this thing up, and I was surprised his rod didn't break when he had that thing bent over. It was, I think it was one of the, Anthony, I don't know if you're on mute or not, but it was, I don't know if it's your diapers stealth rod you had, or, but that thing was bent over. It didn't break. His knots are solid. Anthony could tie a knot.
Good to know.
Yeah, and so we pulled that lawn chair up, and it had all kinds of lures on it. Other people that did not have good knots, you lost their lures, but Anthony got that lawn chair up, and
Nice.
we ended up throwing it on the shore, not back in the water. You know, we don't want somebody else to experience that.
Yeah.
He said Phoenix 808.
There you go, Phoenix 808. See, I don't know, it's a
That's
Phoenix
got
808.
some backbone to it.
It's a nice rod.
Definitely got some
And
backbone.
we fish a lot of rods. You know, Anthony's got every rod under the sun, from the Hook'em Big to the Phoenix to the Kevin Brock to the Striper Stealth to, you know, Zebco, whatever, even Ugly Stick. I mean, we've got all kinds of things. And it's funny when I go fishing with Anthony, is I'll bring like 2 or 3 rods, and he's got like 20 rods.
Yep.
I had to put extra rod holders on the boat
You
just
never know.
for Anthony's
You
arsenal
never know.
of rods. And it's awesome. It's always fun fishing with him. But salmon fishing was slow, so we switched it up to like, you know what? I'm gonna try to catch something. I'm not getting skunked today.
Yeah.
So I did a little anchovy or sardine wrap on a little snag 'em and bag 'em striper hook.
Nice.
Leader, threw that out, and ended up catching some diaper stripers, and
Nice.
nothing big, but you know, we weren't skunked.
Yep.
You know, I posted a little short video of the huge striper that I caught.
Yep.
You know, it must have been, you know,
Big.
18 inches. You know, I told my wife, you know, that's 18 inches right there. Yeah. So anyway, bullshit. But we had a blast. You know, it's always a good time fishing. I tried to tell myself, we're not going, you know, fishing. We're going to go catching. It didn't work.
No, never does.
But on the Feather River, you know, a little report is we saw a bunch of people. A lot of people saw us and, you know, said, hey, we watch you on YouTube and stuff, which is really cool. But not a lot of fish being caught. Wraith Hereford, you know, everybody follows Wraith, a great fisherman on the Feather River. I would say the king of the Feather River. That's his home ground. Wraith is posting a lot of pictures. At the time we saw him, I don't think he had hooked up yet, so I don't know if he caught that day or not. But I heard it was a little slow on the Feather. We went out of Boyd's pump. Am I boring you?
No, animals wake me up too early.
Dude, he's like all freaking yawning.
Busy day. Busy day.
He's truly an old fart when he's in there
It is.
yawning in the podcast.
Yeah.
But Wraith, you know, I think he had a slow day that day, but he normally catches a lot of fish. And we were below the rapids out there, went out of Boyd's pump, went up to the rapids. Everybody's telling me, yeah, you could drive your boat up the rapids right now because the water flow is so high.
Right.
But I'm like, yeah, no, I'm running a prop. I'm not running my boat up the rapids. So
You're down in Shanghai Bend, that. Right?
yeah, exactly. No. So
I've seen boats do it, but I won't.
there's a lot of boats doing it, but they're jet boats, and I'm running a prop, and I'm like, no, it's all right. I burned a lot of props on that river, so we stayed below the rapids, hit a few holes, and we were unsuccessful. Nothing. I mean, it just is what it is, and we gave it hell for a bit, and switched to striper, got a little diaper stripers, and called it a day, and went home and licked our wounds.
Yep.
Oh, the little chair striper you got.
The chair was amazing. That was our biggest fight of the day.
Yep.
So, but the salmon are still far and few between. I'm hearing that the full moon that's coming up is after this full moon. That is going to be the time to go striper fishing on the feather.
Salmon.
Yeah, salmon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Salmon fishing. Striper.
You
salmon.
know striper, I mean.
Oh, striper sucks right now. Salmon fishing. Get up there. Salmon, it's a fish.
Yeah, and it both starts with an X.
Salmon fishing on the Feather River after this full moon happens should, take off. So that's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're going to be switching gears here to the Catfish Bash.
Yep.
Catfish Bash is coming up August 9th. If you guys aren't following us out there, but August 9th, less than 2 weeks. It just feels like we just finished the last bash.
It does.
And it was like 5 weeks, and we went on to the next bash.
Yep.
Jake runs a great tournament out there. We have 21 teams registered already.
Nice.
So that's amazing. Hopefully we get a few more entries and a lot more entries between now and then. But Dash for the Cash, pull a team together, 3-man team, $50 a person will get you into the tournament. Then you got all the little side things that go on with the blind bogey and the big fish, $50 each. So so for like $250, you have a chance to win some big money.
Yeah.
But we're excited.
I love donating money to these other teams.
Yes, you do.
I do.
You kind of fell down the ladder last time.
I did.
We went up. You went down.
Yep.
So we'll see where the chips fall this.
Yep. We'll see if we get a picture up there.
We'll
that might
see.
have been a curse for myself, but
You might have cursed
I
yourself.
might have.
But we're
Once you started talking shit on camera.
I might
They're
have
on
to
camera.
go get a shaman or something to bless my
Dude,
boat.
we need to get you some sage. We'll do the little sage thing going on, and
Yep.
but this.
But you just need to force me onto his boat.
No.
Because everyone that I've been on their boat has been struggling, and he won't put me on his
Well,
boat.
You went on our boat,
Yeah.
and we finished ahead of him.
No, but you're still struggling now.
Yeah.
Everyone's been on the aggression.
He was on Richard's boat.
Yeah.
Richard never does good anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
were doing better beforehand.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to be on your boat, Sonny.
Nope. I'm not stupid. I got a ringer this time, so I got a ringer I'm pulling in. Somebody I fished with before. Every once in a while we pull them in, but every time we have them on the boat, we do well. So I'm hoping that continues. We're going for the top 3. We'll see what happens.
See, he has his nefarious plan.
Do I have a plan? Always have a plan.
I'm just going to go up there and fish and have fun.
I'm going to have fun too. So what's cool with bringing the ringer is all I have to do is drive the boat. So as the captain of the boat, I just need to put us on the fish.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I can put us on the fish, we're good. I'll let Anthony and the ringer that I'm not going to announce, because if he doesn't show up, I don't want to.
Are you going to go fish that one shitty spot?
Yes, the shitty spot. Yes, there is a shitty spot out there. Do I? No.
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 No, we'll keep that one.
We'll keep that as
Under the hat for right now.
an inside joke, but there is a shitty spot out there. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
We'll just leave it at that.
And a lot of fish have been caught there.
Oh, yes. The Catfish Bash, August 9th. If you haven't registered, registration is open. Little flyers right here. You'll see it in post-production. Go to the Catfish Bash on Facebook. There's a QR code for registration, a QR code for rules. Go in there, check it out. It's a blast. It's always fun. Jake puts on a great tournament. Is Jake online? Is he still online?
No.
No, Jake dropped off. I was hoping he'd say a few words, but he came on, dropped off. But it's
I always like to say it's good times, good people, and good fishing.
there you go.
And, you know, what more could you ask for?
Yep, Richmond Bar and Grill has a great menu.
Yep,
You know,
good food.
Yep. And yeah,
They
come on
provide a great service.
Yep.
Yep. So we're doing another repeat, what I call a repeat of last time, middle of the day. It's going to be hot as hell.
Mhm.
You know, noon blast off, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. turn in. You know, the thing I always say is everybody's got to fish the same conditions.
Yep.
So it's challenging. I think it separates the men from the boys. You know, it's easy to
Which
go
is
fish.
really weird when there's women fishing out there.
This is true. This is true. The men from the boys.
But we are in California, so.
Anything goes. Anything goes. You know, but fishing that time where the bite's not hot, you miss the morning bite and you're done before the evening bite. So
Yeah.
it's anybody's game. And last tournament, we saw some teams fall. You know,
Yeah.
Sippy Cup, who's usually on the leaderboard, turned in one fish.
Yeah.
You know, there was 5 teams that turned in no fish.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about that midday, you know, thing. It mixes things up, right?
Mhm.
But once we get into, I think August, September, October will be the next one.
Yeah.
I think October is the last tournament that we do the final calculations to see who made the championship.
Yeah.
So we got this tournament, one more tournament. We'll see who makes the championship. We'll send out all those numbers. And it's, again, the championship is an invitational. So if you do not accept the invite, we go down to the next person.
Yep.
And we'll just keep going until we fill the 10 spots. And then from there, we'll do a 5-man wild card.
Yep.
And again, if you accept it, great, you're in. If not, we'll go down the list. So some of you guys that aren't doing well, doesn't mean you're out. It just means you got to hope somebody doesn't accept.
Yep.
And we'll just keep going down the list till we have 15 teams. And even then, we'll still have another tournament going on at the same time for everybody else who didn't make the championship. The amateur class or the loser class or the not so, we'll name it something, but some other class where you'll still be able to fish and get in and have some good time.
Yep.
So check out the Catfish Bash. It's always a good time. And so there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
So we have been working on a few things behind the scenes.
Yep.
And it's called Mayhew Makers. Tell us a little bit about what Mayhew Makers is.
Well, it's something my wife came up with. She's very artistic and loves to do art projects, and she's commissioned a few projects for other people that she's gotten paid for. And so she came up with this Mayhew Makers because she sees me doing metal work. So I've done a few projects for other people as well, and so my wife came up with Mayhew Makers, where I do the metal work and she does the artwork. And so now we're kind of coming up with a little prototype of something me and Stoney have been working on that we kind of trying out. And I made one for myself this weekend to put on my boat. And now we're going to take them off and go get them powder coated and prettied up and see if the powder coating does any.
So what does that thing look like?
Well, let's see. This is for my boat here. This is the fin for the, what is it, the Trevo? I can't even say the name of it. The Minn Kota.
The one that automatically deploys, or no?
No, mine doesn't automatically.
Trevo.
Trevo or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's for that one, and then this one is for Stoney's boat here. We'll show that one. Oop. See if I can put this one over here in front of Stoney's side here. That one goes on Stoney's boat. So they are rather large. But they're supposed to help you stay on line when you're got your north locked on, and help you when the wind's blowing a little bit to keep on your line, your trajectory, so you don't have to control your motor as much, and you can actually fish more.
And so that's been the problem. When we're trolling for catfish, we're trolling at about, anywhere from, 0.3 to up to 1 mile an hour, depending on what you do. But when that wind picks up at Clear Lake, at least for me, when I try to put it on autopilot, what I like to call it,
Yeah.
you put it on that north setting and it just goes straight to whatever you set. Is when that wind picks up, the boat likes to just do this. It likes to just go back and forth. The goal with this wind tamer skig is that it's going to keep your boat straight in the wind by having a bigger skig on there. And when I did the prototype testing, I didn't have any wind.
Yeah.
So
Very light
so,
wind.
so it's kind of funny. Is like I'm waiting for some wind,
Yeah.
and
You
I
hate
don't
wind.
like wind, but
Yeah. You hate it, but you kind of need it for testing.
but everybody I've talked to that has one of these from somebody else, it seems to work.
Yep.
So Darren's got Mayhew Makers. He's gonna put these. We got a lot of requests for people wanting to see them.
Yep.
So we've been testing them at the Catfish Bash. We're hoping to have these things back, powder coated, ready to go. So you can check them out. We'll have a price on there.
Yep. And one of the things that I like about this design is there's no holes drilled.
No modifications,
No
needed
modifications,
for
no
your trolling motor.
holes. It clamps onto your trolling motor with a couple hose clamps and a little piece here in the back that kind of goes around the skag that's there, keeps it straight. But this makes it comes on and off real easy, and you don't have to do any major modifications to your motor.
Right. Well, I've seen
So-
some of them that they'll drill into your skig,
Yep.
and with this one, you don't have to drill in. You don't have to do anything. It just comes on, goes off, and so we'll see how it goes. But we're gonna have them at the bash. We'll run them, and then they'll be on the oldfartsfishing.com website. If you go to oldfartsfishing.com, you already see a page set up for Darren. It's got the prototype pictures, and then we're gonna add in the final product once it's powder coated. And you guys can start, placing your orders. And
Yep.
his contact information is on the website. Just reach out to him and say, yes, I'm interested. We'll pull the specs of your trolling motor.
Yep. And then one of the gentlemen that asked what gauge metal that is, it's about a 12 gauge.
12 gauge.
Yeah, 12 gauge piece of aluminum.
So, and that not only do that, but they can actually make towers for your boat that are all
Yep.
powder coated. So if you're looking for a nice tower, rod rack, Bimini tower, whatever you
Yep.
want, custom made, you just call Darren and tell them what you want, and they'll fabricate it and make it fit your boat. Custom made.
And I'll be totally honest with you. If I don't think I can make it, I'll let you know.
Yep.
I'm not going to BS you and say, oh, I can do it. And 6 months later, it's still not done and I don't know how to do it. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest. So that's the best way to do it.
So there you go, Mayhew Makers. Go to oldfartsfishing.com. There's a link there for his information. Find out more about what he's got going on. And this is what it's all about. The whole Farts Fishing brand has always been about supporting local small business, from fishing related to custom fabrication to carpet cleaning to whatever it is. If you're a fisherman and you run a small business, reach out to me. We'll get you on the podcast. Anthony Sparks, my fishing buddy, runs Champions Cleaning Solutions out in Yuba City. I got him scheduled as a guest to come on, talk about what he does. We've had Hook 'em Big Rods on. We've had Kevin Brock on. We've had other guides on.
Yeah.
But again, we just want to reach out and support you guys, and that's what it's all about. And support you through fishing. Operation Vets with Nets.
Yep.
We do that as well. Darren's a captain. I'm a captain. We're waiting to get some trips booked.
We got one the weekend after the bash.
Weekend after the bash.
We got one Vets with Nets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vets with Nets.
I always get that mixed up.
Me
Vets
too.
with Nets. I've got one trip booked then the weekend after the bash.
Sweet.
So
we got to figure out if Darren's doing that solo or whether they're doing that together, but we'll figure that out and make that happen.
Yep.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Definitely be exciting.
A lot going on in the fishing world. I don't know, man. What else? What else is going on?
No, not a lot. I didn't get a fish this weekend, so
You were working on skigs and parties and
skags and parties.
Is it skags, skigs?
Well, I don't know. Let's ask the viewers. What would you call it, a skag or a skig?
Depends on what it looks like.
Or would you call it a fin? I mean,
or a fin.
Yeah.
Or a wind tamer.
or a wind tamer. Yeah.
We got to trademark that.
Yep.
Wind tamer.
Yep.
Skag.
Yep. So, and then you started off with, I'm gonna clean my boat this weekend. So
Oh,
no,
shit.
yeah, that just opened up a can of worms for me because unfortunately don't like water spots, and I was like, washed my boat all up and got the triple X blood off, because it's a little sticky,
Oh,
you
dude,
know.
that shit is sticky.
It's sticky, but I got it off, you know. But then I was looking at all the water spots, and now I'm in the process of buffing all the water spots off my damn boat. And yeah, it's not a one-day thing. It's gonna take a couple days.
It took a minute. It
Yeah.
took a minute to do.
Yep.
Yeah, I spend a lot of, it's funny as you guys know that follow us, I've been working a lot with some back issues, and I'm like, you know what? I could sit on the couch and have back pain, or I can go fishing and have back pain. I can clean my boat and have back pain. No matter what, I'm gonna have pain.
Yep.
So I just said, screw it. I'm gonna go clean my boat Saturday, which it needed to be cleaned, and it looks so much better now on the inside. And went out fishing with Anthony on Sunday. I got home and I felt like I got run over by a truck.
Yep.
And I ended up taking a 2 or 3 hour nap. And I was like, "Hey, honey, I'll spend the afternoon with you when I get home from fishing." And yeah, I spent the afternoon with her sleeping.
Yep.
It was not good.
Well, that's when you know you're getting old.
Dude, I'm getting old, and
it happens to the best of us.
This pain is
You're just happening to you faster.
Dude, the pain is no joke, but the show goes on. I gotta do what I gotta do, and we're gonna power through it and see what happens.
Yep. You get through it.
I'll get through it. So we got quite a few people on. We're gonna try to ask to unmute some people. You got questions, answer. Who's on, Mr. Producer?
We got Ben Harper, Devin's phone, Ken Chinichi.
Ken, Papa Ken.
Which is very Italian. Papa Ken.
Let's unmute Papa Ken. Papa Ken's always got something to say. Warren's always got something to say. Let's unmute these guys. We're going to send you an unmute request.
We gotta find out who
the Devin guy is.
Yeah,
A new guy.
Just
Unmute everybody. If you got something you want to say in chat, we're in the last 20 minutes. Let's have a chat. This is interactive. This is why you call into the live recording of A Minute with Stony Stone.
Yep.
Warren is a fishing machine. He fishes 2 or 3 times a week. So what's up, everybody? Let's interact. Let's have a conversation.
Everyone's bitching out, apparently.
Everybody's bitching out.
Yeah.
Did you say bitching out or fishing out?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody loves to get silent. Yeah, this is the part that I either edit out or I keep going and post. But
and hopefully somebody decides to say something besides us, because we sound stupid sometimes.
Sometimes.
And if somebody joins in, it makes us feel.
Did Mr. Sparks drop, or is he still on?
He's still on.
Who's unmuted? I see somebody.
I had a comment.
Oh, there you go. What's up, Mr. Sparks?
What's up, everybody? I know. Are we still looking for somebody for Oregon?
We are. We filled one of our 2 seats for Oregon. If you guys are interested in going to Gold Beach with myself, Anthony Sparks, Dave Mayo, Warren, we have 1 seat open. It's $300 for the seat to go fishing with Kevin Brock. I do have a hotel room reserved. If we don't get a taker, I'm going to cancel that room. But hit me up. You can message me on Facebook. Call me at 408-889-3671. I had one guy reach out, and he had to check with his wife. And, of course, you know how that ended up. I never got a phone call back. He got denied.
Well, I thought he was getting divorced.
Could be if he would have booked that trip. But yeah, we got 1 seat open as of now. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be filming a Kevin Brock special video of Gold Beach, and you can be part of that video. So if you're interested, definitely hit us up and we can get that seat filled. Let us know sooner than later, because we are leaving for Gold Beach on the 10th.
Yep.
We're going to hit the Catfish Bash, leave early on Sunday, drive to Oregon, fish on Monday, and then drive back on Tuesday. So it's going to be a wild ride. Anthony, I hope you like to do a lot of driving. Did he drop or what? So
I think you scared him.
Hey, Ken. Ken's
No, I'm down to drive, man. Anytime there's a chance to catch some big fish like that in a beautiful coast, I am down to drive, brother.
Oh yeah, and it's nice because it's August. It's hotter than hell out here in Sacramento area, and you go to the Gold Beach, you're freezing your butt off. But it's fun. But do not order old fashioned from that restaurant there across the street from Jot's Resort, because it is garbage.
No, hell no.
Bottled beer is about it, or straight whiskey. Yep.
Always straight whiskey.
Yep. Ken, what's up? You unmuted? You ready to talk?
What did you guys use for salmon fishing up at the Feather?
So we used some Kevin Brock gear. We did some back bouncing of his what am I doing?
Plugs.
Plugs. Thank you. His plugs, and then we did troll some of his spinners, and we actually used some Silvertrons, and we didn't catch anything.
Plugs, are you talking about the quick fish or the cut plugs?
The quick fish style stuff with a sardine wrap on it.
Troll with cut plugs behind a 360 flasher.
Okay.
Ooh.
With tuna fish, all only in oil, with bloody tuna and salmon slammer. Side rod, put them 10 feet farther than the depth of water you fish in. The back two rod, double that, about 3.3 miles an hour. You'll see your rod tip. You want it every 1 second. I guarantee you, if there's salmon there, you'll catch them.
Well, and that was the issue, right? As we trolled around and looked around with the graph, is we did not see a lot of fish marking.
That's where that time of the year. I mean, it's not going to pick up till probably next month.
Once that full moon hits, I think is when it's
and when the water cools down.
Yeah. So it's still a little early. I think the salmon don't know it's salmon season. They're waiting for the right conditions to come up.
Yeah, well, what's going on with the warm water? The salmon are just blowing straight through the feather, getting up to that cold water, so they're not hanging around waiting for you to come by to them. They're just making a beeline to it.
Right. So I know Kevin's been fishing in the bar right outside the outlet and not doing very well out there. A few, maybe one fish a day. Wraith has been doing great down in the Feather. But Wraith is a beast. That's his.
He's the mayor of the outlet.
He's the mayor. Well, it's not even the outlet. He's down farther out of Boyd's Pump and in Shanghai Bend up in that area, and he's been killing it. I see a lot of his posts. If you haven't checked him out, he's catching a lot of fish. So
I fished with him quite a few times.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of film with Wraith. If you go back to the old early days of old farts fishing, there's a lot of Wraith videos. We did a lot of filming with him, and he definitely can catch some fish. So yeah, check him out.
Yeah, definitely. Next time you troll, use cut plugs.
Absolutely. We're all, Anthony and I are always up to any advice we can get. Go to Johnson's Bait and Tackle there in Yuba City. They got everything that you need. I know they put a big order in this week with some new stuff that they've got going on. Go check out their website or Facebook site. They got some new gear coming in. Check out the tackle box in Chico, which I like to call the Kevin Brock Tackle Shop. It's all Kevin Brock stuff from spinners to plugs to everything you need for anything salmon, trout, steelhead, to striper. The only thing he doesn't have is a lot of catfish stuff. I've been kind of bending his arm a little bit. So come on, we'll get some catfish stuff.
I mean, everything you said, I was about to say, that's what she said.
That's what she said. Exactly. But Ken, you are a beast. You are Mr. Retired Man. You are officially part of the Old Farts Club.
Yep, and a guy who owns no more fishing gear.
I know. How'd you just did a garage sale? You dumped a lot of stuff. You sell it all, or what's going on?
I sold 28 of the 34 rods I had.
There you go.
That's good.
He's cashing out of California. One guy that got smart and said, "I'm out of here," and he's going to go on to happier times. So we're going to miss you, man.
The only thing I have is my catfish tournament stuff. That's the only thing I have left.
Okay.
All right.
So where are you headed to?
Idaho.
Idaho. Okay.
Idaho, Idaho.
Nice. You can go up there and fish that Snake River?
Nope, selling the boat.
Oh, wow.
So, are you getting out of fishing altogether?
Yep.
So you're just going to be a retired old fart,
No.
going to raise grandkids and hang out?
I'm getting back into hunting.
Oh, there you go. At least you're doing something. You're not just going to sit here and watch TV.
By the time I get there, within a week, I'll have a side-by-side, and then I'll do my 6 months to become a resident, and I'll start hunting next winter.
There you go. Well, I'm expecting to see Ken's Adventures. What your thing is it Ken's Adventures, or I know I'm mispronouncing it?
No, it's Ken's Fishing Adventures, but I'll probably drop the fishing and just keep it at Ken's Adventures.
Awesome. Well, you're going to be missed. We're going to still follow you in the virtual world, and if I ever get into hunting, I'll just give you a call and say, "Hey, take me hunting."
I don't know if I trust you with a gun though.
Poke your eye out.
The deer is tasty though.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Ken, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Ken is a regular. He calls in. Great guy, very knowledgeable fisherman. It's been a joy getting to know him and fishing with him. And, I can always depend on Ken to be my kind of like you have those little devil and angel things on your shoulders. And, when he sees something out of whack, he's sure enough to call me and say, "Hey, let's have a chat." That's why I call him Papa Ken, because he's a great guy, wealth of knowledge, and Ken, appreciate you a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So anybody else? Who else is online? We got a lot of people. We asked on mute, and Ben Harper, Mr. Bar S hot dog guy.
Bar S. Oh man, I love Bar S so much. He never likes
to get online.
I love Bar S so much. Oh, so Mr. Bar S, I was in Italy, and someone told the Italians Americans like breakfast sausage. And what they meant by that was a Bar S hot dog, just in its full glory, just straight kind of boiled. Like, I mean, when you think sausage, is that what a Vienna sausage is where you really go with it? I'm like, I am in Italy. Fuck.
Just put a hot dog on a plate.
I'm like, I'd rather have a Bar S breakfast.
Anybody else online want to chime in tonight with the Old Farts Fishing Podcast? Going once, going twice. So
you fishing this weekend, pre-fish or no?
Well, so what's funny is I potentially have a guide trip that I'm doing on Sunday out there.
Allegedly.
I'll find you and do circles around you then.
No, I'm definitely going out fishing Sunday. It's kind of a pre-fish, but potentially a guide trip at the same time. We don't advertise a lot of guide trips, but we do, when people call and say, "Hey, we want to go out with Old Farts Fishing," we'll definitely take you out and we will get you on a fish. I can't promise you a 30-fish day, but I can promise you we're going to get some fish, have a nice video, and have a good time.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. We're kind of working those details now. I should have something finalized tomorrow. It'll either be on my boat strictly, or Darren and I will take these people out on his boat. His boat's a little bigger, a little more comfortable, and so hopefully we'll figure that out. But we are definitely fishing on Sunday, one way or the other.
Yep.
My boat's going to be up for sale in September.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I went over to Darren's house the other day where we were working on his boat, and I ended up taking my boat over there so he could work on the little skid we're working on. And we're fishing the next day. I might as well just leave my boat here. So I'm like, Darren, you've got room for 2 boats, and that just kind of got my brain going. I could. And Darren only lives about 15 minutes away from me. I was like, I could pay some storage to you every month if you just let me keep my boat at your house, and that just opens the door to a bigger boat. So I don't know. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. We just got to find out if 2 bigger boats are going to fit in there.
This is true. Anthony and I talk about getting a bigger boat, and maybe we just need to go big or go home and just get a big ass boat, and we all go in a boat.
Maybe.
You all gonna go into something.
All I can say is no matter what boat you get, you always go, "I should have got a bigger boat."
Yeah, sometimes.
If you ever watch Jaws,
until you start paying for that fuel.
Oh, tell me about it. That's one thing. I like my 115 horsepower boat. I could fill that engine up, tank up. It's like $40, $50.
Mm-hmm.
Run all day, and it's only $50.
Yep.
Yeah. These guys running dual engines or big old V8s, and I don't think I want that fuel bill.
No. I've got a 44-gallon tank in my truck, in my boat, but I fill it up every time I go, so I don't let it ever run down that far. So usually it's about between 7 and 8 gallons that I use per trip. So I don't ever let it get down.
Well, and then you've got a little kicker motor too, which,
Yeah,
which I
kicker
don't.
motor, yeah.
My boat's small enough. I don't need a kicker.
Yeah.
When we're
Yeah.
trolling for catfish, I'm on the trolling motor most of the time. So go electric. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, Gavin.
Oh man. Anybody else on that want to chime in? I know Ken. Thank you for being part of it. Who else we got? Anybody?
Who's gone fishing recently?
Anybody gone fishing? Want to share their story? Warren, did Warren drop?
Warren's still there.
Warren, what? Tell us about you go fishing like every week, a couple times a week.
I've had 2 trips to Clear Lake.
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd you do?
We'll find out in the bash.
Oh, look. Sorry, don't find out the
Oh,
bash.
he's keeping secrets already.
Keeping secrets. You want to tell us where you fished?
In the water?
In the water.
So was it warm water or cold water?
Ooh, in the water. He's not letting any secrets out. That's all right. You know, I got 4th place last time. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I think Warren's fishing the bash, aren't you, Warren? Well, I like fishing here. Come on, Warren. Come on, fish on.
Yeah, I believe he's fishing. He just said we'll find out in the bash. He won't tell us where he fished the last 2 times, so.
No.
Yeah, we're
All right.
what's happening?
So, Hot August nights. We do have the calendar for 2026.
Yes.
I'll post it here on the podcast. I don't have it up in front of me. I don't know if my producer can find it quick enough, but it's in my downloads in my computer. But I will post this up on the 2026 bash. Dates are set. I believe everything is going to be at Clear Lake unless something changes. But we found trying to move them to other lakes. I think our October tournament for this year is supposed to be at Lake Mendocino again.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's going to change that is if Mendocino cancels the permits because the water levels get too low at that lake. But everything goes as planned. We will have another Mendocino tournament. And if not, we will figure that out on what's going to happen there. Either it'll be canceled or we'll move it to another lake, whatever we can do with permits. You know, California's been such a wonderful state to work in with the mussel issue.
Mm-hmm.
And really restricting us to go to a lot of different lakes. And I'm just really not interested in being married to a specific lake.
Definitely not. You know, it's one thing though is I haven't heard a whole lot about the mussels through the summer. Once summer kind of hit,
Yeah.
and the boating season really started, I haven't heard a lot about the mussels.
There haven't been a lot, but I know a lot of the local lakes they have a lot of restrictions, a lot of different things going on. The only lake that I've heard that's got a decent mussel program is Orville.
Okay.
Orville, you can go there. They have a special ramp you got to go to. They will inspect your boat and let you launch the same day.
Nice.
A lot of the other lakes, they make you wait 30 days.
Right.
So definitely know before you go. Check out the lake you're going to go. See what the restrictions are. Get out there and go fishing.
Yeah.
I don't think Collins Lake has put any restrictions on. Last I've heard, Folsom has some huge restrictions, and they make you wait the 30 days unless something's changed there. Clear Lake, you can still go. They definitely, depending on what ramp you go to, they'll have that mussel sniffing dog.
Yeah.
And as long as the dog doesn't
Detect
any mussels, you know, I got a mussels,
You have no muscles.
No, but I got a mussel sniffing dog. Odie is a great mussel. If he doesn't alert, you're good. He's like passed out on the floor right now.
Yeah. He's not doing nothing.
Oh, he got a haircut.
There's
today.
no muscle in this room.
There is a couple lakes out there that provide services where you still can launch day of, but they're very expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't want to get all political or not, but it's just crazy what's going on, and I don't even want to go there. But it's just a shame that we spend so much money in California to be able to go fishing. In fact, if you own a boat in California, I just got my freaking tax bill from Sacramento.
I did too.
Saying, you got your luxury tax. I'm like, look, have you seen my boat? It's
Yeah.
not a luxury. It's a fishing boat. It's a low.
Fishing boat.
It's a few years old. But the good news is it did go down by about $100 from last
Yeah,
month.
mine went down
or last year.
But
So hopefully I'm waiting down to, it's under the double digits, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, the tax
yours is
man.
under the double digit.
No, not yet. It's still like
Oh.
$300.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
No, it was like up at $500, and now it's down to like 300 something.
$300. Give me your boat.
No,
Yeah.
well, my boat's so low. It's a lot smaller. It's not as nice as yours, and so they probably got the number right. But it just sucks that you pay all these taxes when you buy it, and then you gotta pay taxes just to keep it.
Yeah.
I'm down to 700 right now.
Holy shit! Now, somebody told me it has to do with the size of your boat. If you're under like 16 feet, it's not a luxury boat, and you don't get taxed on it.
No, it's
Right.
anything under $5,000 is not a luxury boat.
So
And
I
they
think
go off the value of the NADA guide, not even what your boat is actually worth. California looks at the NADA guide and goes, okay, this is the boat that he says he owns, and this is what it's valued at on NADA, and that's how they assess your taxes.
so. I can't just sell you my boat on paper and then
No.
buy it back with a broken motor for like $200.
Nope.
They're gonna reassess it.
When I bought my boat in Oregon, and I brought it down here. I told the state of California that I bought it for $5,000. State of California decided to take it upon themselves to look at the NADA guide and figure out, says, oh, your boat's actually worth $35,000. And that's what they taxed me on. Without seeing my boat, not inspecting my boat, not looking at my boat, not giving an appraisal of my boat, just off of what this NADA guide says it's worth.
Nada.
Yeah. It's
So a little trick for anybody that go buy boats out of state, especially new ones. Get 2 bill of sales. One for the boat and trailer and one for the motors. Most of your dealers out there would do that. They're only taxing the boat itself. They don't care if it has a motor on it. So
okay.
if you have 2 bill of sales, they're going to just take the value of the boat, which everybody knows pretty much. You're paying for the motors, and the boat just happens to be the package that it comes with.
Yep.
No, and I totally agree with that because when I bought my boat brand new, I had a choice of different motor options. And the motor option basically doubled the price depending on what motor. I could have got like a 50 horsepower or 80 horsepower motor. And I'm like, no, I want the biggest motor I can get, which was 115 horsepower for that boat.
Yep.
And that's what I'm paying tax on. You're right, Ken. It's on that motor. I'd love to put a 250 motor on there.
Yeah, most of your boats are $100 a horsepower.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. We're at the top of the hour. It's been a minute with Stoney Stone. It's been another great podcast. Nate was our guest, and I don't even have the guest list in front of me. I know I've got Kyle Weiss coming on from Headhunter Sport Fishing. Shit, I have to even look at my old. I'm an old fart. I don't even remember, but Kyle Weiss is coming on. I don't even know. Go check out my Facebook page. I've been out with Headhunter Sport Fishing. The guy's a great guy. But September is completely booked with guests. And if you want to be a guest on the Minute with Stoney Stone podcast, hit me up with a message, and we'll get you scheduled. But we are booked through September. Now, one of those podcasts, we are going to be in Gold Beach. So one of the things I got to figure out is how am I going to do this from my phone at Gold Beach to do the podcast. We might even skip it. I don't know. But we're going to figure that out.
Run a rerun.
We could do a rerun. But no, I think it'll be cool to do something live from Gold Beach.
Yeah.
And I know that night we're going to do hopefully a fish fry at Kevin Brock's campground.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do something there with a Zoom call and have people call in.
I won't be there, but it'd be cool.
You won't be, but hey, you can be. I have an open seat. Just jump on. It's $300, and you don't have to pay for a room. You just jump in the car with me and Anthony, and we got a room with 2 beds. You can sleep in Anthony's bed with him.
That sounds awesome.
I'm just saying we have someone to cover both of our jobs technically.
Yeah.
Why can't I go to record it?
Hey, it's $300.
Yeah.
You can write it off. Anyway, thanks for calling in. Next week we will have a guest. Check it out. I don't even know who it is, but I will.
Before we go.
Before we go. Yeah, there's more.
I would have gotten freaking trouble if I would have done this.
Oh.
Happy birthday, honey. It's my wife's birthday, so I got to say happy birthday to her. Give her a big shout out. Love you.
It's her birthday. We definitely got
Smart man.
So here's the dedication. It's his wife's birthday today, and whereas Darren, he's here with Old Farts Fishing doing a podcast. Brother, I love you, man. It's been great for you to be co-hosting this, and it's just been amazing. But we did get her a gift.
Yep.
What did we get her? What did I
Some
get?
fish fry.
Some fish fry from Kevin Brock. So, dude, that fish fry stuff, that the beer
Yeah, it's good.
batter mix is amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, go to fishkevinbrock.com. That beer batter is awesome.
Yep,
So
it is. So,
anyway, till next week. Peace out. Tight minds. Have fun in the water. And that's it.
stay safe on the water.
Fade to black. Mike's off.
The one time she watched.